Hello, today I'll be talking about Iban taboos. The traditional religion of the Iban was primarily animalism, but in recent years, most have converted to Christianity or Islam. There are still a number who adhere to old religious beliefs. For the most part, the traditional Iban religion revolves around the worship of their ancestors and the maintenance of cosmic order through the proper observance of rituals and taboos. Violation is generally met with sanctions set to restore cosmic and social balance and to avert supernaturally caused misfortunes. Here are some examples. Silent omen. If going fishing, they cannot say they are going fishing or tell about it or end up with nothing. Foretold tragedy. While they go into the jungle, they heard a certain bird chirp, the burung ketupung. It means bad luck and should avoid going in or else they will get harmed. Blood house. The ritual of sacrificing animals for their blood before beginning a project such as building a longhouse. The animal blood is spilled on the foundation of the building. I'm guessing it's to appease to spirits and ensure that the project goes smoothly. Next, my friend Fu will explain more about the taboos of Iban culture. Thank you.
Go.
Hello everyone, I'm Fu. Today I want to talk about the taboo of Iban. Now I'm continuing the Sanjit saying that the Iban taboo example. First, the sign of maturity. The Iban will draw tattoo on their body when they achieve maturity to show a great spirit of their warriorship. The tattoo is the bang terung, and untold custom. Iban marriage has to complete with the requirement of customer in marriage, such as a fine that has to be paid in order to avoid married couple calamity. If the couple have blood, they will shower by the blood of animal to avoid the disaster in the family. Then the dead roaming. They believe that whenever there is rain while the day is sunny, is the moment for the spirit, ghost and giant out of hunting and the hunt of humans. And the last example is the head hunter. The Iban has supernatural job as a head hunter. They will cut off their enemy head and hang it at the house as the sign of greatness and bravery. However, the head become a supernatural thing like it's alive, and the Iban will serve the head, give food or do some rituals. Thank you everyone.
Hello guys. Today I'm gonna talk about education surrounding the Iban culture. The Iban people, in terms of education, the schools are mostly reachable in the Iban area, such as the Kalimantans, the Borneos, and the other parts of Borneo, like such as Sarawak and Brunei. The factors that affecting the Iban people for not going to school is mostly family property. Family property is lacking, and also the poverty that they're facing, lack of motivation, as they thought school is not completing their life in such a way, and they thought school as a trend rather than education, rather than way for kids to improve in certain areas. They are not sure whether school really is a solution for their kids to learn something new and explore other things that are there in the world. And I will add that their family chooses that their kids learn from experience, meaning that their kids grow to just work, not going to school without any formal education, without any evaluation. They just go to work and they learn their education from there, meaning that they learn education from work. Now I'm gonna pass it to Joshua to continue about the education.
So now I'm going to talk about the education surrounding of Iban. Some areas requires kids to cross the bridge to go to school, and some areas they don't even have roads for the kids to go to school. So this makes the standard of living quite hard for the kids. Moving on, the Iban kids cannot focus during school because of the pressure they got from the family. Because they do not have wealth, or they do not have a standard of living at home, it is quite hard for them to actually focus on just education and study, where they go home at night and some of the parents' houses don't have electricity. So, moving onward, by nature, the children are usually closer to their mothers than their fathers, because their fathers will usually be the head of the family, where they will go to do gathering, agriculture, and hunting. So most of the times, or what the Iban says, most of the seasons, the fathers are usually not home. So lastly, when the mothers are illiterate, when they can't read, they can't write, they don't understand history, or they've not studied history before, this will have a certain amount of impact on the children. That being said, so the kids will most likely spend their time with the parents at home if they're not in school. So the mother is one of the biggest support for the kids, such as in their homeworks, in their language, in their speaking skills, even in some history. So with this being said, the kids of Iban really had it hard.